Hi there, it's Nicole for Simon Says Stamp, and today's card showcases the March 2017 Somebody Loves You card kit. I'm featuring the Nuvo Mousse from the kit, the egg stencil, the awesome pattern papers, and of course the stamps. Lots of great products this month. I am so excited about the card kit. These are the Nuvo Mousse, or kind of pastes, that are included in the kit, as well as a palette knife, the great egg stencil, the stamp set, and the beautiful pattern papers, as well as the cardstock included in the kit. I'm going to start with these basic rectangle dies from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to die cut my layers for my card. I'm going to have a couple of pattern paper layers and a cardstock layer. And then I will apply the mousse to the smallest layer through that egg stencil. I'm going to be using the Nuvo Mousse in a couple different ways. I'm going to be applying it through the stencil and creating a great mist, kind of a sparkly, shimmery mist with the mousse. And I'll show you how to do that as well, because a mini mister comes in the March card kit, so it makes it really easy to create your own pearlescent, sparkly mist. There are going to be 3 layers for this card. The background is going to be this beautiful plaid, which I really, really love. Then the solid kind of teal layer, and then finally the slate gray layer. Here are my 3 layers. On that top one, this is where I'm going to be taking my egg stencil and applying the mousse through that. So I'm going to use a little Post-it tape to hold that down to my work surface, and then I'll use a little more tape to hold the stencil in place while I apply the Nuvo Mousse through that. The 3 colors of mousse that come in the kit are the beautiful pink, which is the peony pink, the Caribbean, aquamarine blue, which I'm using right here. I'm using that palette knife to kind of spread that out, using just a tiny bit at a time. Since I'm using multiple colors through this stencil, it would be a lot easier to just do one color, but I wanted to go ahead and showcase all 3 of these awesome colors. And then finally, the pure platinum, which is a really pretty sparkly silver. And I just masked off a little bit of the area. By using that little mask, I forgot to add the mousse through a couple of the little dots there in the egg design. So what happened is I went back later and added those, since I just didn't realize I missed them completely. But I'm going to carefully just go around the whole design, filling in each little flower and the leaves and all of that with a different color. If you think it's a little easier, you could even use your finger if you wanted to. I tend to not like to be too messy when I'm creating, but it's a really creamy product. So super pretty. I love that these work a lot like embossing paste. Plus there's lots of other ways to use them. You don't have to use them just like this, but I love how they look through the stencil. I think it would be pretty to maybe create a whole set of Easter cards to send to friends and family. You could do them in different colors. You could do them in solid colors. And there are other colors of this Nuvo Mousse available through Simon Says Stamp. So definitely check that out, because these are a really fun product. I love that the card kit includes 3 of these this month. So if you haven't got a chance to try out this product, it gives you it's a really good opportunity to try it out and see if it's something that you enjoy creating with. So I'll finish adding color to all of these little areas, and then I will show you another way to use the mousse. Once all of the color is in place, I'll just remove the mask, set that aside to completely dry. This is the mini mister that comes in the kit. And I'm going to put in a little bit of water and then just take my palette knife and scrape in a little bit of the pure platinum and then shake it up really good. I'm going to shake and shake and shake this, and it's going to break down in the water and create a beautiful shimmery mist. So I've got another piece of slate gray cardstock here that I'm just going to spritz it all over, and you can really see all of those little sparkly shimmers there. So, so pretty. So once this is completely dry, I went ahead and spritzed this all over the background of the design I already did, and it's going to just fill in the background and give it a nice silvery sparkle shimmer. I've got a piece of vellum trimmed here. It's 8.5 inches wide, and I'm going to take a powder bag tool, rub that over the vellum, and then stamp 2 of the greetings on the strip right in the middle using Versamark ink, and then sprinkle on some of the Simon Says Stamp white fine detail embossing powder. I'll heat set that, and this vellum strip is going to wrap around a couple of the layers for this card and overlap that stenciled Nuvo Mousse egg, and you'll still be able to see the great egg detail through the vellum. Vellum is one of my favorite ways to add a greeting to a card, simply because you can still see what's going on in the background through that vellum. Here's kind of what it's going to look like. I've got all 3 of my layers here. I'll go ahead and attach my egg layer to the teal rectangle layer, and then around the 2 of these I am going to wrap the vellum layer. To make this even easier, I'm just going to use a scoring tool and slightly score both sides of my vellum strip. So I need to kind of make sure I have this centered. I'm going to grab both my panel and the vellum strip, and I'm going to just score along both sides. This is going to make it so it folds really nicely around these 2 layers. Gently just kind of fold along those scored lines. And this way, I am not going to have to apply any adhesive on the front of this. I can just attach it on the back with some nice strong adhesive, and it'll remain loose there on the front. Nice, easy way to attach vellum to a project. I'll go ahead and back this panel with foam adhesive so that this layer is slightly dimensional compared to the rest of the card. I like to make sure and use plenty of foam adhesive so that it doesn't have any funny indentions in this layer. I will remove all the backing paper, attach this to that beautiful plaid background, and then attach the whole thing to a white top fold card base to finish the design. A really nice, clean and simple Easter card showcasing lots of the new products from the Simon Says Stamp March 2017 card kit. Thanks for joining me today for this Easter card showcasing Simon Says Stamp, stamps, dies, and the March 2017 card kit. The supplies I used to create this card are listed and linked below the video on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos showcasing Simon Says stamps and dies that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.